These days, businesses have to be sharp. They have to be aware of the marketplace and the pressures in that marketplace. They have to plan ahead. But what happens when things go wrong, or things might go wrong? They may need outside help, such as a management consultancy, specialists in providing solutions. With me today I've got Terry Irwin, who's from TCii, a leading management consultancy group. So Terry, tell me, what makes TCii different in the world of management consultancy?
Well, there are a lot of things, but I think two of the most important are the people and the way we organise ourselves. We're very different from most of the larger management consultancies in that all of our consultants have spent a significant part of their career working on the client side. In other words, they've been there and done it. The other thing is we don't actually employ juniors, so we're not going to a client, perhaps talking about a project and then providing a group of newly qualified MBAs to actually do the work. With us, what you see is what you get.
So your senior guys are the guys doing the sharp-end consultancy?
Absolutely, absolutely. When we'll go into a client, the people that the client is introduced to will be the people who will actually carry out the work, and there'll be people who've got relevant experience within that particular field.
Terry, the world of management consultancy is itself a competitive industry. Where do you source your talent from?
It's through our own network. People that we've met, people we've seen operating, people that we have confidence will fit in with the TCii team and will be able to deliver the quality of work that our clients expect from us.
And do you look internationally?
Our team is international. The business actually started off back in 1999 in the Russian Federation. It only moved to the UK about 2.5 years later.
So is the Russian marketplace still something you're focused on?
I wouldn't say totally focused. It's got about 15% of our income is derived from Russia. So it's important, but not the key focus area at the moment.
And what is your key focus area?
I would say the majority of the work we do today is within Western Europe. But we also have a growing business in the Middle and Far East, as well as Australia and New Zealand.
And do you concentrate on particular industries and business types, or are you much broader than that?
We are in fact very broad, because what we deliver is strategy, and strategy is all-embracing. I think all businesses need good strategy, and that's what we do. We work with our clients to create and then help deliver good strategic direction.
So Terry, a client calls you in, what would you say is your ideal lead time?
It'll depend very much. I mean, some clients call us in because they're having a complete rethink. They're going back to basics and starting from scratch. Other times it could be just a review of their strategy to get some outside objective expertise to comment on the strategy and whether it needs perhaps a little redirection or fine-tuning. So the period can be anything from a couple of weeks to 6 or 7 months.
So Terry, you say that you can give a company a thorough health check. Does this work at all levels, right to the top?
Yes, it's a basic and fundamental thing we do. Before we can really work on a business strategy, we have to understand the business, warts and all. So the health check is really looking at all aspects of the business, the systems, the processes, the customer base, and really looking if that business is performing in an optimum way, if there are areas that can be improved. So we'll do that as a first step with all new clients.
So no one escapes your focus, not even the CEO?
Well, sometimes the CEO is the best person to focus on in the early days, because all direction ultimately comes from the CEO.
So what you do, Terry, does in fact percolate right down to the lowest levels of a company, so that you get the feedback that everyone really does benefit.
If a strategy we develop and help implement is working properly, it does cascade down, because quite frankly, it's pointless having an excellent strategy that the board has bought into and no one else is aware of. So one of the key parts of our work, once we've developed a robust strategy, is to focus on the implementation, which means getting that cascade into place and making sure everybody in the organisation understands the strategy and is living it.
Terry, you talk with a certain amount of pride about the work you do at TCii. Would you say you're a little bit more innovative than some of your competitors?
Well, I think we are, but I would say that, wouldn't I? I think we've made a lot of progress because of the way we deliver our work. We've made a lot of progress because of the quality of work, and despite the fact that we're a middle-sized consultancy, I think we compete with the best in the world.
And these are difficult times for many businesses. Where do you see TCii's future?
Well, I think in these difficult times, really, a lot of businesses need to go back to basics, looking at the way their businesses are organised. Are their systems, processes, strategies actually properly tailored to the new market conditions? Because strategy, business organisation is not static, it's dynamic. And you need to look at your market conditions and look at your market opportunities and tailor your strategy and the implementation of your strategy accordingly. So now is actually a very busy time for us.
So, if you want to be at the sharp end of business today and really plan for the future, you may need help. And what better place to find that help but at TCii? Give Terry Irwin a call. Terry Irwin, thank you.
You're welcome.